Repeat or revenge? That was the question for Exeter University and Plymouth Albion in this entertaining pre-season encounter at Brickfields. Exeter have made a habit of starting fast so far this pre-season, but it was the hosts who scored first, as Harry Wilkinson drove over from the rolling maul. Tom Putt converted to give Albion the perfect start in front of their home fans. The students have been playing some stunning rugby so far this pre-season, and they scored a scintillating try here, with Kofi Barton-Byfield and Max Bliss initially linking up, before Max Cortis popped off to his wing to feed Cian Gentry, who stepped the final man and crashed over the line. Captain Josh Barson may have been unable to convert the score, but he had the entire ground on their feet moments later with a stunning individual break to set up Exeter's second try. As the fly half raced through, he checked, cut back inside and popped off to Lucas Durrell to crash over. Before adding the conversion to take Exeter into a 5-point lead. Exeter's back three were running riot, with this time Benji Joseland the one to race clear, leaving Albion at 6s and 7s. Hooker Scott Butterworth was in support to feed fellow wing Barton-Byfield to take play into the 22. Exeter needed to keep their composure and did just that, with the ball worked wide to Gentry to go over for his second of the match. Barton again added the conversion, this time from the far touchline, to take Exeter into a 2-score lead. Albion desperately needed a way back into the match, and they were presented with the perfect opportunity on the 20-minute mark when Lucas Durrell was sent to the bin for a deliberate slapdown at the ruck. From the resulting penalty, Tom Putt put the ball back into the Exeter 22, and there was only going to be one outcome from the driving maul, with Wilkinson going over for his second. Putt then converted to close the gap again. Exeter weren't to be disheartened though, with centre Max Cortis bursting through again into the Albion 22, only for the home side to hold firm heading into half-time. At the start of the second half though, Exeter weren't to be denied, with Gentry again finding space and bursting through, before the pack did some heavy carrying. Having drawn a penalty, scrum half Jake Murray took quickly, with the ball eventually being picked up by Cortis. The centre then stepped and weaved his way through, offloading out of the back to Scott Butterworth to crash over for Exeter's fourth. Celebrations complete from the hooker, Barton would slot the easy conversion from in front of the posts. For replacement scrum half Tom Cairns, this match saw him return to Brickfields, having finished on loan with Plymouth at the end of last season, and the scrum half showed that size isn't everything, with this crucial tackle to force Albion's huge second row into touch. Not to be outdone, Exeter's own second row Tyrion Bowen put in this monster tackle before Exeter worked their way downfield and eventually scored a fifth, with second row partner Matt Cook the one to bundle over. Barton again added a conversion, but Albion were determined to stay in the game and scored their third rolling maul try as Davy McGregor went over, despite the best efforts of Lucas Durrell. Putt continued his 100% record from the tee, before Exeter thought they were in again, Cortis this time gliding over himself, only to be pulled back after Ross Vincent was adjudged to have pulled back 2 Albion players. With 20 minutes of the match to go, back row replacement Josh Thorne made his presence felt on the field with this huge tackle that eventually secured Exeter a turnover. Before going close to scoring himself, only for Archie Hill to pick a perfect line and crash over for Exeter's sixth. Ben Hammersley had now taken over kicking duties, but the fullback was still able to slot the conversion as Exeter hit the 40-point mark. Barson was reading the match superbly, and he was off again with this intercept as Exeter hunted more points. With quick ball required, Hammersley looked to play the ball wide, only for Plymouth scrum half Henry Clement to illegally knock the ball down, earning himself a yellow card. Despite finishing the match a player down, it was Albion who would have the final say, with the ball fizzed wide for Conrad Byrne to beat the final defender and go over in the corner. Putt would continue an exemplary performance off the tee for his side, but by that point it was all too late, as Exeter secured an impressive victory at Brickfields, building into their first National League match against Barnstable.